Welcome to the Didactic Tailoring by Giuseppe. Today I want to tell you about an experience I realized during the first lockdown. In March 2020, Italy closed due to the advance of COVID, of the pandemic. From one day to the next, we were locked in the house and couldn't get out. So I thought, why not try to do something with the children of my town? My town is a small town in the southern Italy. It's called Carovigno. My mother is an elementary teacher and she put me in touch with the children and parents of her class, a 5th grade class. And I created a WhatsApp group to communicate, and we made a Skype call with the 20 children. And I announced them my idea. Let's do a podcast. Of course, not being able to meet, we had to do the podcast by phone. And so Telepodcast was born. Why this name, Telepodcast? The prefix tele means distant, telescope, television, etc. And we were distant, so it was the right name. Children had never heard about podcasts, so I explained them that the podcast is an audio file. I explained them also how to make a call with 4 participants. And I explained them also to record the call with the 4 participants. While people were talking, one of the participants would put on the speakerphone and record with another smartphone. And I explained them how to record a call with Skype too, as well. They created groups of 3, and they also chose the people to interview and the questions to ask the person. And the day before the interview, I made a Skype call with each group to check the questions. The questions they proposed were often about COVID and the consequences of COVID for work, for the people job. A nurse, a teacher, a pizzaiolo were interviewed, etc., and many others people. To edit the audio files, I used a free program called Audacity, and I sent the new episode in the WhatsApp group. But a better solution is to use QR code. A better solution to deliver a new episode of a podcast. I'm speaking in general. Because QR code can turn a material thing as a link to a material thing. I did it with another podcast. A podcast in which immigrant students spoke. Immigrant students that are learning Italian, and they spoke in this podcast. I recorded only 2 episodes of this podcast and I hung a QR code in front of the school, and so all people who wanted to listen to the podcast had to frame the QR code with their smartphone, and a link would appear, the link with the podcast.